I know you talk a lot about electromagnetic radiation and Wi-Fi and our mobile phones, and it's a kind of situation that we know is only going to progressively get worse. Like, what are the impacts of that kind of things on our physical health? And
so there is an increasing body of research done on the effect of electromagnetic fields on the human condition. Even a couple of years ago was already rated as a class 2B carcinogen. That means it's in the same category internationally as smoking. And it's for me not understandable that smoking is forbidden in schools, but schools bring in Wi-Fi that has the same cancer-causing index as smoking had. So we're being insane, but recent research shows that Wi-Fi, the microwave, penetrates the human body, the cells, and leads to great alterations of the proteome, the proteins that make the cells tick, make the cells work, the cell wall receptors. So about 1/7 of our total proteins in the body are either destroyed or altered by microwave. And it's a disaster for the future of the human race, because the most affected people are the fetus in the womb of the mother. Their brain and their physiology is permanently altered in not so good ways, so that we will see a decrease in overall intelligence and human health that already has begun dramatically in the last 20 years, but is accelerating at a huge pace. Ole Johansen of the Karolinska Institute showed a huge connection between the exposure to microwave and Alzheimer's disease. Current statistics shows that 50% of the people alive today in the West will either die with or from Alzheimer's disease. And knowing that the biggest contributor to that is the exposure to microwave, that makes it a non-sustainable, insane technology. It's also contributing to global warming, aside from that, because microwave is used to heat up things. It also heats up the atmosphere, and so it's an insane technology that is not contributing to human health. It's greatly jeopardizing evolution on the planet, and should be modified and altered in ways that are compatible with our biology.
Can I just ask as well, just to get a bit more of an insight? You mentioned about babies developing in the fetus. Like, what have you seen happening what's happening?
Yeah, I did a study that is not published because I couldn't get it published, that shows clearly a link when the mother during the pregnancy is exposed to a certain volume of microwave, like let's say the Wi-Fi router being not too far from her bed, and her using a cell phone, carrying it on the body, and having a cordless phone at home. Those are the three major exposures. That there's a direct link between the child that will be born developing autism and other neurodevelopmental disorders or not. So we measured the intensity of the radiation in the sleeping location, and then we're able to predict which child will become autistic and which one not, depending on the dose that the mother is exposed to. And that's incredible. And not being able to publish a study like that makes you think.
Can I ask you why you weren't allowed to publish it?
The different medical journals that we proposed this to said we're currently not interested in this subject.
Okay. What are the warning signs that we're being impacted by electromagnetic radiation, and how can we protect ourselves from that? Because obviously it's not something that's going away.
Well, the earliest warning sign for exposure to microwave, one is the short-term memory loss, that the quality of one's memory goes down. There's some funny signs, the transposition of letters when people are exposed to microwave and they're writing on the computer. They put the third letter before the second letter, so the transposition of there's little signs. I do that
all the time.
That is a sign of the inflammatory changes in certain parts of the brain. But the major early sign is insomnia, disturbances of the sleep quality, waking up unrested in the morning, or not being able to go to sleep, or waking up typically at 3:30 at night and not being able to go back to sleep. Those are the more severe early signs, and then things go downhill from there. But microwave, the way it's applied right now in the cell phone industry, can virtually worsen or cause any symptom known in the human condition.
So what do we do about this? Like, this is quite a big topic. How do we protect ourselves?
Yeah, so because of the huge amount of money involved and money gained in this industry, it's now estimated to be 5 times stronger financially than the pharmaceutical industry. And so basically every medical journal, every newspaper is dependent on monies that come from this industry. Every politician is dependent on monies that come from this industry. So there's no more political will to change anything. So we have to for now live with this until things get much worse. And the intelligent individuals, the best protection is first of all to protect your home and your work location. And the best protection in the home, first of all, ideally there should be no Wi-Fi in the home. It's very difficult right now. If you want to have internet, if you wanted to have a certain speed, you need a Wi-Fi router there, but the router should be wrapped in radio protective material that the radiation is not going out, and you should only use a wired connection in the home. That's number one. Same at the workplace. You can protect the home from the incoming microwave from the nearby cell phone towers with a particular wall pane that's called Swiss Shield, and curtains that deflect the microwave and minimize the microwave that comes inside the house. That's best. Short of that, you can use what we call a sleep sanctuary. It's like a silver-coated mosquito net you drape over the bed that greatly reduces the radiation, at least while you're sleeping. That's one thing. Then there is radio protective clothing, which I wear and everybody should wear, to minimize the amount of radiation that your body takes up every day. And then there is internal protection. There's certain herbs and natural products that have been shown to greatly stabilize the system against the incoming microwave. One is the herb rosemary, but also propolis from bees is to a large degree radioprotective. We have a product in a company called Key Science called Ray Wave that combines 3 of these products together, and all of us are on that. That's sort of like a short list. It's a much longer list. There is an Institute of Building Biology in Germany that's a leader and forerunner of how to protect a home.
Okay, I mentioned you said about sort of protecting your head as well. Is there something?
Yes. Like of course the brain is one of the more precious things that we all have, and so there is different types of headwear that also can look quite good to protect the brain specifically.
Quite futuristic.
But the more body area is protected, the less damage.
Sure, brilliant. Okay, thank you.